Hey, what's up guys? The iOS 26 brings a bunch of subtle design updates, and one of the areas that has been upgraded is the iPhone's lock screen. In this video, I'll walk you through everything new on the lock screen, from visual effects to interactive changes. So the first thing that you will see as you unlock or turn on the iPhone is the clock. It's more customizable now. If you long press the home screen and tap Customize, you can now edit the size of the clock. From here, you need to drag it down to make it bigger, and it will extend to half the size of the screen. That looks much better on the lock screen compared to the smaller clock. So the depth effect also works once the clock size has been stretched. This creates this beautiful immersive look with part of the clock hidden behind the wallpaper subject. When you tap on the clock, if you try to change the font, the clock switches back to its original size. And with other fonts, now you can't actually adjust the size. It only works with the default font style. Probably it's a bug which can be expected to be fixed in the upcoming updates. And down here, you get a new option to select glass or solid look. The glass look, which is in line with the new design aesthetics of iOS 26, or you can have the plain look just like in your iOS 18. So here you get some flexibility in case if you hate the glass design. So just like in the iOS 18, you can adjust the boldness of the text. It works, and also you can change the font color. And the other thing you would have noticed here is the widgets. Finally, you can move widgets to the bottom of the screen, giving your lock screen layout more flexibility. When you increase the size of the clock, the widget section automatically moves to the bottom of the screen. But when you put the clock back to its original size, it returns to the top. Next is the most fun part of the update: spatial wallpaper on lock screen. You can now turn almost any photo into spatial image that responds with movement. It gives your lock screen a subtle 3D effect, especially when there is a clear subject on the image like a person, a pet, or even a well-defined object. To enable spatial effect, you need to look for this spatial preview button next to the three dots. Just tap and it will convert the image into a spatial wallpaper in seconds. You can see here how the subject moves very slightly while the background shifts more dramatically, creating that spatial 3D-like effect. So this works especially well with certain wallpapers. You can try them, and I absolutely love it. And another subtle update here is like when you have this clock covering half of the screen, and when you swipe up to check the notifications, the clock shrinks smoothly to make that space for the notifications to roll in. It's really a nice touch. Next is photo shuffle. So if you long press the home screen and tap this plus button, here you can select photo shuffle. You can let your iPhone pick people's faces that are recognized by Photos app, or you can go with other objects like nature, cities, or even pets if the photos are detected. Or if you prefer more control, you can choose specific album or even manually select the photos you want to be included in the shuffle. And shuffle frequency can also be set whether on tap, on lock, hourly, or daily. It's a great addition if you like a lock screen that changes with your mood, or just want to see more of your favorite memories throughout the day without just digging into your photos gallery. Now you also get an update for the music player on the lock screen. So when you're playing a music on the lock screen, just tap on the thumbnail on the lock screen. It just expands into a full screen animated album cover. Yes, for now you only have a very limited options here. Hopefully we can expect to see this in more albums. Next, in the lock screen now you can see a lot of liquid glass UI elements. Buttons and controls now use a liquid glass effect instead of the old flat transparent style. It gives you everything a bit more depth, and it keeps the design language consistent with the rest of the iOS 26. Not just the buttons, also when you swipe up the lock screen to unlock the phone, you can see here there is so much attention to detail. As you can see here, it creates this beautiful liquid glass-like effect on the edges and some translucent effect on shortcut buttons. And you also get this glass look on notifications. So those are all the lock screen changes coming to iOS 26. Nothing too loud, but together they make your phone feel smoother and make it more fun to use. Unfortunately, only iOS 26 beta is available now for download for developers, but the official public version is expected to be released in September. So let me know in the comments which feature you are most excited about and whether or not you like the iOS 26 over iOS 18. Thank you for watching this video. If this video helped, make sure to subscribe for more iOS 26 updates.